like half-assed. Okay, well, I guess I better do that in case I decide to run in the future. I'm gonna want to be able to say, well, I helped and we gotta all be, together on this stuff. It's all nonsense. I'm done with those people. I'm done with them. And there's another one. And I don't mean to be mean toward any of these people, but I'm not gonna come on your air and blow on your program and blow smoke up people's skirts. I'm not gonna do it. I'm giving it to you straight as I see it. It's just one person's opinion. If I see one more election where somebody wants to drag out Tommy Thompson to be a spokesperson on behalf of whatever, Tommy's a great guy.
La historia ha terminado, pero la misión aún debe continuar.
There'll be history to record 2,000 hits. Infield not all the way in, but more than halfway.
Also get a new name, the Club at Glencoe. Bernie Tafoya, 1059 WBBM.
New artificial intelligence applications seem to be rolling out every day. The technology may be new, but billions of dollars are being poured into growing the products. President Biden called on his advisors to discuss the issue.
The meeting shows just how importantly the White House is taking AI at a time when new tools like ChatGPT and deepfake videos are making the emerging technology real for many Americans.
AI can help deal with some very difficult challenges like disease and climate change. We also have to address the potential risks to our society, to our economy, to our national security.
And with the next presidential election around the corner, they say AI poses a national security risk as well.
Social media has already shown us the harm that powerful technologies can do without the right safeguards in place.
Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Severe storms continue to target much of the country.
Severe storms, including suspected tornadoes, have caused widespread damage across the Midwest and Mid-South.
It broke my heart actually seeing the community in pieces like this. I was really hurt.
16-year-old Travius Beasley was helping with the storm cleanup in Little Rock, Arkansas.
It makes me feel better in my heart that I feel like I could actually come out here, reach out to the community and help them.
There were several deaths and injuries when an apparent tornado hit Bollinger County, Missouri, south of St. Louis. Jim Priscilla, CBS News.
Traffic, weather, and low gas prices are next. It's 2:36.
Guys, fellas, men, are you Roman ready for the weekend? Right now, generic Viagra, aka sildenafil, is just $4 per dose at Roman. Just complete a free online visit with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional. If medication is appropriate, Roman sends what you need in discreet packaging with 2-day shipping. Generic Viagra from $4 at Roman. Go to ro.co/Viagra. Do it today and get 20% off your entire first order. That's ro.co/Viagra.
The largest men's and boys clothing store since 2020, with the largest inventory of suits and formal wear. One location has started their inventory liquidation sale. Prices have been slashed and there's still a lot to choose from, so don't miss the sale. Since 2020 has the largest selection of prom outfits you'll probably ever see, and they're all on sale. And with wedding season almost here, you'll be able to take care of your entire wedding party so you can enjoy your special day. With names like Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, and many more, we know you'll find something you like. Only in Suits 2020. Slim fit suits in the newest styles and colors have just arrived and are on sale at Suits 2020. Boys suits are on sale, along with boys shirts and ties. Suits 2020 is your prom headquarters, where you can probably buy an outfit for less than renting it elsewhere. With discounts up to 80%, you won't believe the savings at Suits 2020. The entire store is on sale for only 1 week, so don't miss it. Suits 2020 is located at 7651 North Caldwell and Niles. Call 847-676-2020. That's 847-676-2020.
Now, the lowest gas prices from News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
And thanks to our listeners for the following gas prices. In South Elgin, the 7-Eleven on Spring and McLean is selling gas for $3.59 a gallon. And in Skokie, the BP on Toohey and Ridgeway is selling gas for $3.75. If you see a great gas price, please give us a call, 312-409-GASS. 2:38, traffic and weather together on the 8s, and here's Neil Fiorito.
Well, procession starting up for Northwestern, Rob, for an earlier situation we had with a lieutenant who fell. One of the firemen
who passed away earlier this morning fighting a fire right off of Lakeshore Drive. So that is happening now from Northwestern, traveling Chicago Avenue toward Ogden and south toward the Medical District is where that's going to be. So you'll probably see a lot more traffic, again, Chicago toward Ogden Avenue. On the Edens Expressway inbound, just a 3-minute delay. You're heavy into the junction. The Kennedy about 40 out, 31 coming in from O'Hare to downtown. A crash on the Eisenhower inbound right around First Avenue and pretty jammed up from Manheim. 50 minutes in from 90, it's 32 from Manheim. The outbound side is 45, an hour 3 to get to the Adams. Brake lights on the way out from the Byrne to First Avenue with a Gapers delay. Stevenson, if you're headed out toward Midway, 28 will get you to Cicero. 40 to the Tri-State, 48 minutes to 355, just 25 minutes inbound. Pretty heavy already on the Dan Ryan out, 30 minutes to get to the Split. 57 in the Ford look okay. Usaba Lakeshore Drive, southbound heavy from Michigan to Chicago Avenue, and 53rd to 57th, northbound your delay Navy Pier to Chicago Avenue. Tri-State southbound heavy Roosevelt to Ogden, Halstead to the Bishop Ford. The other tollways are moving along okay, so is Route 53 and I-80. 8094 brake lights eastbound from the Bishop Ford to Calumet. The left lane is blocked for ongoing construction. Through the River North neighborhood, Wabash remains closed between Wacker and Grand Avenue. Police activity continues at the Trump Tower, State Street, or Michigan Avenue. We'll get you around it. From the Metro Traffic Center, next report, 248, News Radio 105.9, WBBM.
WBBM AccuWeather will be very windy and turning cooler through the rest of the day, while clouds and some sunshine at times. We'll continue to have winds gusting to 45 miles per hour. Temperatures will mostly be in the 50s, even in dropping to the 40s in some western suburbs. Clearing and much colder tonight with less wind, low 34. Breezy and cooler tomorrow with sunshine, high 54. Mostly sunny into Friday, again about 54. 53 degrees right now at O'Hare. It's 57 at Midway, 50 at Warrenville, 56 at the Lakefront. Temperatures will hold in the 50s. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Markets are mixed. The Dow is up 79 points. The NASDAQ is down 163. The S&P 500 is down 14. It's 240. A big week next week for the Chicago art scene as Expo Chicago kicks off at Navy Pier.
For this week in Chicago, the art world descends on our great city, and they also get to experience what our great city has to offer anyone visiting.
The 10th annual Expo Chicago features contemporary artwork from around the world.
Contemporary art is going to be sculpture, it's going to be two-dimensional paintings, it's going to be constructions, metal sculptures, video work. It's a whole melange of great material.
Founder and president Tony Carmen says there will be 3,000 pieces of art from 170 leading galleries representing 36 countries.
It's not just a museum. This is a survey of contemporary art, but all the artwork here is for sale. So one can not just come and see and experience beautiful art, but they also can take it home with them if they'd like.
Expo Chicago begins next Friday, April 14th. Lisa Fielding, 105.9 WBBM.
The top trending stories are next. It's 2:42.
History is made in Chicago as Brandon Johnson becomes the new mayor. It happened live on News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
It is time for Chicago to come alive.
Now listen every day to see what it means for the city, for the suburbs, and for you. There are serious issues that the new mayor will be addressing, from education to crime to transit. We help you make sense of it all. Every day, be in the know. Be with Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station. News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Most online dating profiles are works of fiction. At It's Just Lunch, we are all about fun, real-life dates set up by real dating experts. Save the fiction for your nightstand and call It's Just Lunch today. Visit itsjustlunchchicago.com or call 312-881-5225.
Hey there, it's Josh Liss for Window Nation. Everyone loves a smart investment. There's no better place to put your money right now than in your home. Window Nation has the perfect offer for anyone with a home at least 20 years old. Protect and increase the value of that home and energy efficiency by installing new windows from Window Nation. Window Nation's making it insanely easy to do so with 0% interest for 5 years. None. That's unheard of. Plus, Window Nation will give you 2 windows free with every 2-year purchase. Simply mention Josh or News Radio or WBBM at windownation.com. Go to the window company that's installed nearly 2 million windows by installers with over a decade of experience. They only use the top-of-the-line installation materials, and it's why 96% of installs require no follow-up service. Reach out today, lock in these limited-time savings when you need them most. WindowNation.com. 0 interest for 5 years, the life of your loan, and 2 free windows with every 2 you buy. 866-90-NATION. Better at windownation.com. You'll let them know Josh and News Radio or WBBM sent you. It's windownation.com.
In Hamilton County, Indiana, no matter what day of the week it is, the weekend great outdoors any day of the week. Why wait for the weekend? Visit Hamilton County, Indiana, just north of Indy, where the weekend is closer than you think. Learn more at visithamiltoncounty.com.
The following conversation brought to you by OmegaTaxCredits.com.
I thought I couldn't get the employee retention credit if I got the PPP loan.
Nope.
I thought it was really difficult to apply for the ERC.
Not if you use Omega Accounting Solutions. See, Omega has been around for more than 15 years. They are an established firm with extensive experience handling tax credits and will build a fiduciary relationship with you and your business.
But I'm sure it takes forever to find out if you qualify, though, right?
Again, no. If you call 800-300-9ERC, you could find out in under 10 minutes.
I make a call that takes less than 10 minutes, and I can find out if my company is eligible to receive a tax credit for up to $26,000 per employee?
Yes, based on how your small business was impacted by government mandates or lost revenue during the COVID crisis.
Call Omega Accounting at 800-300-9ERC, and in 10 minutes, find out if your company qualifies for an employee retention credit for up to $26,000 per employee. That's 800-300-9372.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter code JOY at checkout. That's harrys.com, code JOY. Enjoy!
Top trending stories on WBBMNewsRadio.com.
It appears the four incumbents on the Palatine-Schaumburg High School District 211 Board of Education will hold on to their seats. The Daily Herald reports they currently have the most votes out of the 10 candidates for the spots. Johnson & Johnson has earmarked nearly $9 billion to cover allegations that its baby powder talc caused cancer. A subsidiary of the company will refile for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. General Motors has used its sales of the Chevrolet Bolt to bump crosstown rival Ford out of second place in the U.S. electric vehicle sales race. GM sold more than 20,000 EVs in the first quarter, and still way behind Tesla, which sold more than 161,000. The St. Charles City Council supports changing a state law to allow police departments to use drones for surveillance at community events. Proponents say the idea is to prevent tragedies like the mass shooting last year at the Highland Park 4th of July parade. Currently, drones can only be used after a crime has been clearing and much colder with less wind and a low of 34. 53 degrees right now in O'Hare under cloudy skies, 57 in Midway, 61 at the lakefront, Glenview, cloudy, and 56. Markets are mixed right now. The Dow up 80, the Nasdaq down 132, the S&P 500 down 11. It's 250.
Chicago's only station dedicated to news around the clock. News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
A burglary was reported yesterday afternoon at the former home of a Chicago sports legend. The details from WBBM's Rachel Pearson.
Police in Highland Park are investigating a burglary at the former home of Chicago Bulls star Michael Jordan. Investigators say they received a call for a burglary in progress at the 7-acre property on the 2700 block of Point Drive. Police, including a K-9 from the Lake County Sheriff's Office, searched the property but didn't find anyone on scene. The $15 million home has been up for sale since 2012. That's the story from Highland Park.
Experts have saved a sick elephant at a zoo in southern Pakistan.
Noor Jan was brought to Karachi with 3 other elephants more than 12 years ago. Now 17 years old, videos of her with her head against a tree and struggling to stand have caused alarm in Pakistan and abroad. Now an international animal welfare organization, 4 Paws, is treating her with the help of a
side effect, which create also this edema what we have. We know now which treatment there is for treatment, only medical treatment, but also the physical treatment.
The team says Noor deserves to live another few decades.
set 2 new records. NASA says the chopper flew at 14.5 miles per hour, topping its previous best. It's also reached an altitude of just over 52 feet, outperforming its former top height of 46. Ingenuity has been on Mars since February of 2021. It's made a total of 49 flights. At the editor's desk today, Leon Colvin, our writer, Terry Bauer, our assistant producer, Dalal Orfali. At the web desk, Matt Makey, Kulsum Khan, Mike Tish, and Mike Ramsey. Traffic producers, VG Lozano and Anton Peters. Business news coordinator, Andy Gersher. Our digital managing editor is Lauren Westfall. And our broadcast managing editor is Zach Weber. Business news is next. It's 2:52.
Where are you going to find over 900 pre-driven vehicles? ComeViewLuxuryImports.com. Looking for a luxury, exotic, or high-performance vehicle? ComeViewLuxuryImports.com. Want low finance rates and no payments till June? ComeViewLuxuryImports.com. ComeView Luxury Imports on Waukegan Road.
Business owners, are you feeling boxed in by the pressures of running your business, getting pulled in different directions with remote workforces, HR compliance, hiring and retaining top talent, handling payroll, changing regulations? That list goes on. There's a limit to what you can do to keep employees engaged while running your business smoothly. Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put 30-plus years of HR experience to work for you, ready to help you develop a people strategy that supports your business strategy, one that focuses on the health of your organization. What if your HR strategy included access to better benefits to keep the employees you have while attracting new ones? How about offering training opportunities for your employees to increase their skills and become more productive in their roles? There will always be challenges to face in business, so no matter where they come from, Insperity is ready to take those challenges off your plate and provide the HR solutions you need. Expand your possibilities, because with this Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Insperity, HR that makes a difference. 2:53 business news from Bloomberg, and here's Ann Cates.
Well, Wall Street is mixed. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 85 points. The Nasdaq down 123. The S&P 500 down 10. The Wintrust WBBM Chicago Index from Bloomberg is down 1%. The private sector added a weaker than forecast 145,000 jobs last month. That's according to paycheck processor ADP. Goods producing industries added 70,000 jobs, while service-related companies grew their payrolls by 75,000. Small businesses make up the bulk of the hiring. Friday brings the March unemployment report from the Labor Department. But business at 23 and 53. Live from the Bloomberg Newsroom. Ann Cates, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
King Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing has an important message. The government has recently mandated new emission regulation.
Institute today to schedule a free disc treatment screening and see if you qualify. Call 630-759-BACK right now for a pain-free tomorrow. Again, that's 630-759-BACK. 630-759-BACK.
Kansas City Steak Company, another AmericanEagle.com success story. Started in 1932 as a family-owned butcher shop, today they're a leading distributor of superior all-American steaks delivered right to your door, ready for the grill and your taste buds. When it came to their website, an average site wouldn't do. They chose AmericanEagle.com to take their website to the next level. With a dramatic increase in competition and a softening market demand, they had two challenges: improve their brand presence and message, and produce a positive return. AmericanEagle.com got to work and executed usability studies and detailed audits of site experience, digital assets, and marketing. The result? An integrated digital marketing and customer experience plan, organic traffic increase of 20%, and a long-term roadmap for success. If you love great steaks, go to KansasCitySteaks.com for website design, development, and online solutions that bring efficiency and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. If you need a results-driven website, call the team at AmericanEagle.com at 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1.
WBBM Chicago and WCFS-FM and HD1 Elmwood Park, Chicago.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Business news sponsored by Cornerstone National Bank and Trust Company. It's 2:57. The Recording Academy will honor Pharrell Williams for his commitment to protecting artists' rights and his work in philanthropy. The tribute will take place during the Grammys on the Hill Awards in Washington, April 26th. The Academy will also salute Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer of New York and Republican Bill Cassidy of Louisiana for their support of music. It's 2:58. Traffic and weather together on the 8s. Here's Neil Fiorito.
Well, while the procession for fallen firefighter John Torque is making its way on the west side now to the Medical District via southbound Ashland to Harrison, so expect rolling closures along down that route. On the expressways, we're still fighting a crash on the Eisenhower inbound right around 1st Avenue, and it looks like it just cleared out of a lane. Still really heavy, though, for Manheim to 1st. 50 minutes in for 90. It's 32 for Manheim. Up on 42 to Manheim, an hour to get to the Jane Addams. Jammed up into the scene from the Jane Byrne interchange. Along the Edens Expressway, just 18 minutes in. The Kennedy getting outbound, 50 minutes to the airport. You're at 35 in between O'Hare and downtown. Stevenson 44 to the Tri-State, and 52 minutes already to 355, coming in about a half hour. Dan Ryan pretty active already outbound, 35 minutes to get to the split. Brake lights from the Byrne to 18th and 35th out to 95th. Next traffic report, 308 is Radio 105.9 WBBM.
AccuWeather forecast for the rest of the afternoon, blustery and chillier with clouds and some sun at times. Winds will gust to 45 miles per hour, temperatures mostly in the 50s. We have 53 degrees right now at 2:59.
Featuring the news that matters and breaking news at any time. This is Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Coming up in the next half hour on News Radio WBBM, a second Chicago firefighter this week dies in the line of duty, and Chicago's fire commissioner says the department is hurting.
This job is dangerous, and you never know if you're coming home.
We've also got the latest in a big police presence outside of Chicago's Trump Tower. Former Vice President Mike Pence now in line to testify to a grand jury about the events leading up to January 6th. The latest coming up from CBS News. WBBM Business. The markets are mixed right now. The Dow is up 80. The NASDAQ is down 133. And the S&P 500 is down 12. We have 53 degrees right now in Chicago. Under cloudy skies, a windy afternoon. CBS News is next. It's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Staples.
I'm Cammie McCormick. A spokeswoman says former Vice President Mike Pence will not appeal a judge's order compelling him to testify in the Justice Department's investigation into the 2020 election. That would clear the way for his appearance before a federal grand jury in Washington. Correspondent Stephen Portnoy has that.
The chief judge of the federal district court here ruled last week that Mike Pence can be compelled to testify as long as in their questions prosecutors steer clear of the vice president's role as president of the Senate. A spokesman says the ruling backs up Pence's view of the Constitution's speech or debate clause, and therefore he won't challenge it. Former President Trump might...
I should not have to leave my home each morning wondering if I'll get to return to it.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is holding a historic meeting with Taiwan's president in California, a move likely to anger China. White House spokeswoman Karine Jean-Pierre.
We've been very clear. We have said there is no reason for Beijing to turn this transit into something that is used as a pretext to overreact.
China has promised a sharp reaction to the meeting. A horrific day at a daycare center in Brazil after an attack left 4 children dead. Police say a man with a hatchet burst into the center. The dead were ages 5 through 7. Longtime CBS News correspondent Bill Lynch has died after a long career as anchor of the World News Roundup and beats that included NASA and the Pentagon.
The emergency ejection capsule did jettison the Rockwell pilot and 2 Air Force officers aboard, but one of them was killed. Today's accident stunned top Air Force officials and cast a pall over next Tuesday's rollout ceremony for the first B-1B bomber.
He was 77 years old. This is CBS News.
Staples stores provide innovative products and services for small business, remote workers and learners, even teachers and parents. Explore more at your local Staples store. Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
It's 3:03 on Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. Good afternoon. I'm Roger Plummer, in for Keith Johnson.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Fielding. We have partly sunny skies, 53 degrees. We have a wind advisory for about another hour here until 4 o'clock. Blustery and chillier today. Temperatures mostly in the 50s, even 40s in some of the western suburbs. Looks like a beautiful Easter weekend for Passover and Easter. We'll have the AccuWeather 5.
Fire department is thankfully rare, but today fire crews are now dealing with the loss of 2 of their colleagues in the line of duty in the last 2 weeks. WBBM's Mike Krause reports the most recent death involved a veteran lieutenant who died while on the scene of a